Look at your hands, look at your life. Everything you see, the walls around you, the clothes you wear, the choices you made today was first decided by a ghost that lives inside your skull, a silent, relentless machine that is either your greatest architect or your most brutal jailer. Most people spend 80 years being a passenger in their own body. They think they are in control, but they are just reacting to shadows cast by their fears and their past. But today we stop reacting. Today we ask the only question that defines a free man. From a slave, can you master your own mind? In the next 8 minutes, I'm not going to give you motivation. Motivation is a cheap drug for the weak. It fades the moment the room gets cold. I'm going to give you a map used by kings, by warriors, and by the few who refuse to be broken by the noise of the world. We will enter the theater of shadows. We will face the chains you didn't even know were there. Chains forged in the fire of your own comfort and your excuses. And by the end of this journey, you will either be the master of your destiny, or you will realize you've been a voluntary prisoner. All along, the choice isn't coming tomorrow. The choice is now. Kill the noise, find your power. Why does your mind lie to you? Why is it that when you decide to wake up early, a voice inside your head whispers 1,000 logical reasons to stay in bed? This is the biology of mediocrity. Your brain was not designed to make you happy, or successful, or strong. It was designed to keep you alive and safe in a world that no longer exists. Thousands of years ago, fear kept us away from predators. Today, that same fear keeps you away from your potential. Your mind has become a master of deception. It creates a theater of shadows, where every small risk is magnified into a catastrophe, and every comfort is presented as a necessity. You are being hacked by your own neurochemistry, enslaved by dopamine loops that you didn't even choose. Every notification you check, every easy meal you consume, every hour spent scrolling through the lives of others is a brick in the wall of your own prison. To master your mind, you must first undergo the painful realization that the voice in your head is not you. It is a biological survival mechanism that has gone rogue in an age of abundance. Until you can sit back and observe that voice, analyze its lies. Without obeying its commands, you are not a master. You're simply a biological puppet, dancing to the strings of ancient instincts. You must learn to witness the impulse and deny the action. This is the first crack in the wall 2,000 years ago. Men with nothing but their character faced the same internal wars you face today. In your air-conditioned rooms, they didn't have apps. They didn't have biohacking or influencers. They had virtues. The Stoic blade is the art of radical surgical separation. You must learn to divide the universe into two cold categories: what you can control and what you cannot. You cannot control the economy. You cannot control the weather, the traffic, or the shifting opinions of fools. To spend even a second of your mental energy on these things is to commit treason against your own peace. But you have absolute divine sovereignty over your own judgment and your own will. This is where the Stoic athlete is born, an athlete of the soul, who trains for the Olympics of life every single hour when the world is in chaos. The master of the mind remains a fortress, not because he is numb, but because he's grounded in the truth. This is not about being emotionless. It is about being unshakable. It is about the profound realization that your internal state is the only territory on this planet that truly belongs to you. If you allow a stranger's insult or a temporary setback to ruin your day, you have handed the keys of your kingdom to someone who doesn't even know your name. Take them back. Sharpen your mind until it can cut through the noise of the external world. Like a blade through silk, your comfort is killing you, slowly and politely. Every time you choose the easy path, every time you take the shortcut, you are reinforcing the very chains that hold you back. The mind does not grow in the sunlight of ease. It grows in the cracks of struggle, and the heat of resistance. Think of the man breaking his chains. It is not a graceful process. It requires tension, sweat, bloody knuckles, and the absolute willingness to endure pain for the sake of freedom. If you want to master your mind, you must declare a state of total war against your body. You must intentionally do things that make your ghost scream in protest and beg for mercy. Take the cold shower until the shivering stops and your mind goes quiet. Run the extra mile when your lungs burn and your legs feel like lead. Work on your craft when your eyes are heavy and the world has gone to sleep. Why do we do this? Not for the task itself, but for the victory over the impulse to quit. When you prove to your mind over and over and over again that its complaints have zero power over your physical actions, the dynamic of your life shifts forever. You stop being the servant of your moods and start being the commander of your soul. True power is not found in the roar of the crowd. It is found in the silence of the struggle, where the noise of the world fades and only your iron will remain standing. The final step in this mastery is the rarest of all, the ability to sit alone in a silent room and be at peace with yourself. In a world that profits from your constant distraction, silence has become a revolutionary act. You must build a sanctuary within yourself, a mental temple that no one can enter without your permission. This is not a dream. It is a brutal discipline. It requires the courage to face your own thoughts, your own failures, and your own mortality, without the drug of digital entertainment to numb the sting. Every day, you must seek the silence as if your life depended on it. Because it does. Practice the right of the master. Every night, review your day with the cold eye of a judge. Identify where your mind cheated you, where you succumbed to the noise, where you chose comfort over character. Then, vow to win the next round. You are the architect of your habits. You are the warrior on the front lines of your own consciousness. You are the judge of your own history. Do not let the world tell you who you are. Tell the world who you have decided to become through the power of your silence and the consistency of your discipline. We have reached the end of this map, but the real journey has only just begun. At the edge of your screen, 40 minutes ago you were a passenger, perhaps curious, perhaps tired, but still drifting. Now, you have the tools to take the wheel and drive. The world will try to pull you back into the noise the moment you put down your phone. It will try to convince you that this was just another video, that comfort is the ultimate goal, that good enough is sufficient. Remember the truth, comfort is the grave of greatness, and good enough is the mantra of the slave. Can you master your own mind? The answer is not found in your words or your comments. The answer is found in what you do. When the screen goes black and the silence returns, will you go back to the shadows of the theater, or will you step into the blinding light of your own power? The chains are not broken by chance. They are broken by choice. The noise is dead. The power is yours. Stand up. Take command. Kill the noise. Find your power.